Hey there folks, and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV, the Rights of Bad expansion as Austria. So in the last episode we pieced out with the Ottomans after the Ottomans declared war upon us, and we took a whole province. We took a whole 12 development province, which, you know what? Considering we were in a pretty rough position in terms of like manpower, not that we're any better now, when they declared on us, I'm okay with. I mean, it would have been nice. We could have taken more, but still, we have managed to win in some. Well, I mean, we've managed to win 2 wars with the Ottomans so far, so that's a thing. That's a pretty good thing, actually. All right, so yeah, you're both in like not great terrain. I could look into like lowering autonomy in like Tarnov or Krakow. I mean, that would lead to them rebelling at some point, but like, this is a lot of benefit. 30 years of increased unhappiness is not the greatest thing in the world, though, and it is. This is Highlands. Meh. Meh has been called. Yeah, it'll be fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's gonna be okay. Hashtag bad choices. Anyway. So speaking of manpower, can I? I can. So that'll give us 15,000 manpower, and it will tank our manpower recovery speed. Right, and it'll also make our troops more expensive. About 4 ducats. That's going to cost us about 4 ducats a month until all that loyalty regains, but we get 15k troops just out of the ether. Probably worth it. I mean, if we're going to do it, it's better to do it now so this can start trending backwards. And by backwards, I mean upwards. Back to a positive. There we go. I can express a thought. Not particularly well. Anyway, it's going to take too long for that to get back to 75. So you know what? I could do this. Like that wouldn't technically throw us out of whack, but it kind of would. It totally kind of would. How long does that last? Once every 30 years. Yeah, so until 29. You know, we'll make it work. We will make it work. Now we get 20,000 manpower. There we go. Now they're disloyal. 14.15. Jeez. I mean, that's rough. You know what? I probably could give them some land to offset this accepted holy law thing. It's probably not a bad idea. Probably not a bad idea at all. 745 each month. Jeez. Yeah, that's a big difference. Holy crap. Oh, that makes reinforcements and mercs cost. Right. Yes. Okay. That all checks out. I learned a thing. I am not particularly happy about this thing that I've learned, but I did learn a thing. So there's that. Alright, well. good news is, the good news is we're still making money. Jeez. Alright. Fair enough. God, what am I gonna do about that? What am I gonna do about that? You have like Krakow to like the clergy. Reduce unrest. 14.7, really. I don't see a lot of loss in this. So let's gonna increase tax income from there. Out of curiosity, does that slow down the rate of it? Does not. It does not affect, or at least best I can tell, it does not affect the rate at which that trends downward. You know what, there's a church here too. I recognize that it's 84. Wait. Increasing their influence by 2.2% is, oh, no. Yeah, no. Alright, fine. Fair enough. Fine. I'm not good at reading, apparently. Is what I have discovered. Alright, well, up to 85 merely ticks upward at a rate of 1, and we have plenty of time. So, yeah. So let's take this and give it to the clergy, and we can feel okay about that. This is also going to be Polish separatists, right? I mean, I could knock this down as well. You know what? Sure. You know what? Sure. If they're gonna rebel anyway, we'll go ahead and speed them up. Alright, let's take forward a day. Wurttemberg. Hey, Baden. Alright, well, Baden won't be around for much longer, is the problem. Because, yeah, that whole having France standing on their face thing, not going to be conducive to them hanging around. Also not going to be conducive to them voting for us, which is a major pain. Yeah, that bugs me considerably. But you know what? It's fine. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Alright, Burgundy. I recognize that we are no longer allied. Why? Oh, right. No, their trust with us is low because of separate peace. Yeah. Alright, so Savoy would not defend them. I mean, Savoy wouldn't. Neither Savoy nor Aragon would join on our side. But still. So they would be defended by Magdeburg, Cologne, and Hesse. And of course, almost invariably, France would attempt to join in. Okay, so, come on, tell me terms. Reduce cost, return liberation of vassal, liberation of countries. All right, the imperial ban is, okay, so basically it's the same, from what I can tell, for what I would want to do, because I would want them to release HRE provinces as countries, which, how does that work? Alright, so these, right, Franche-Comté is part of the HRE, West or not. Alright, so like Barrois could go to Provence, could also be given to Lorraine, but Provence could be turned into something. Alright, so yeah, we probably want to do just imperial liberation. instead. So I can take like this. Luxembourg. Interesting. Alright, so then Nevers. I know. Yeah, okay. These cores are gone? I thought Holland had cores on those. Apparently not. Oh, interesting. Really interesting. Okay. And what I'm looking at here is, obviously we've got the heretic princes still going, but if I can get some of these provinces away from non-member states, it's going to help too, because we can't really get rid of all the heretic princes all at once because of malices implemented from doing so. Ay, 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 ay. So that is a question on me whether I want to try to war with my till now ally. Now, to be fair, we've got a truce until 02. I have truces with whom? I probably just want to maintain that alliance for now. Like, they're still meaningful. We've got a lot of favors built up with them, so they'll actually join our wars. They're a reasonable buffer against France. Yeah. Alright, let's regain that alliance. And let's go ahead and bump up their trust so they don't have malice anymore. Alright, let's see here. Latinate, are we... No, we can improve more, so let's do. Ravensburg wants access, sure. And yeah, we've got a ticking disaster. That's fine. Venice no longer part of the coalition. I mean, does that mean that it's time? Exactly 200 AE. That's impressive. That honestly has a mission conquer Friuli. How? I recognize that you're allied with France, but how? How are you going to do that? Like you're how many provinces? 4? Come on, man. Have realistic goals. I feel like I'm telling Venice to get its life in order. But you know what? Get your life in order, Venice. Come on, man. I almost said France. You know what, France? You get your life in order too. Come on. Oh, 50%. Well, I mean, clearly that's going to happen. Occupied by Switzerland. Well, here in just a moment. Yeah. We all knew that was coming. Alright, Switzerland. Damn it, man. Right, we lost 0.1 because they're not being 7 electors anymore, and there's not really anyone else I can make an elector very easily or effectively. So Switzerland, how would you feel if I pissed you off by telling you had to give back, have to give Baden back its territory? Threatened attitude towards us, indeed. Alright, confirm, send that. Alright, they're gonna be pissed with us. Whoa, Denmark lost. Oh, cool. Holstein is now owned by Saxe-Lauenburg. Alright, sweet. we're down to, alright, for one thing, we're down to fewer members, which is not good. But we're also down to fewer provinces not owned by the Empire, I thought. It's a free city. Alright, Poland, we've got those 2 provinces that they own that they don't need to. I wonder how much I can actually take from them. Another war. Very interesting. Dan. What did they take? They took Lüneburg. So there no longer is a Lüneburg, correct? Yeah, they're at -80. They're not going to accept... Or they would accept unlawful territory. Well, in that case... There we go. Alright. I think that just kind of hasn't updated yet. Oh, right, we can start converting Milan. Good. That's going to be great. And as I remember it, there are no more centers of reformation on the mainland. That is correct, so we won't really have to worry about it trying to flip back. And that will be a huge boost in terms of goods produced. Yeah, and taxes. So production, taxes, trade value, just everything. Everything will go up from that. That is a big time province. Holy crap. Good deal. Speaking of money, yeah, marks are still expensive, but most of our reinforcement crap is taken care of. Alright. Where can you stand comfortably? There, so go there. Alright, so, Baden, you are in a trade league with Ragusa and the Pope. Alright, we'll take vassalization, which is interesting. I wouldn't take an alliance because they don't have a high opinion of us because we're excommunicated. Fair. Fair. Alright. Give us a month. And we will do what we can to try to ally them. That's going to eat up another relationship slot, but meh. Meh, I say. Alright, so they are positive with us. Alright, Switzerland, I assume that we can... Not yet, not for another couple of days. There we go. Approve, Trier, I mean, just for show. And it's going to be the end of the month before we can talk to Baden again. He died in an accident while leading his troops during an exercise. Oh, come on, man. Alright, that was probably the good one, too. Which I'm just going to say every time a general dies. No matter how many good ones I have, even if that number is 0. Even if that number is 0. Be like, that was the only good one we had. Let's see, yeah, 0.07, 0.16. Oh, Lüneburg is Protestant. Yeah, that checks out. Ooh, but I can improve with them. And then enforce religious unity upon them. Yes, good. Good. Alright, yeah, so... On the one hand, I want to ally Baden to make sure they don't get crushed underfoot again by somebody else. On the other hand, their idiot leader is going to try to be like, hey, Austria, you want to come take over a country with us? And I'm going to have to be like, no, no. And then watch as they get taken over. I mean, look, it is what it is. It am what it am. And that's all that it am. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. I could get rid of the alliance with Savoy. I really could. But I'm not too cut up about it, so... if I had one imperial authority, I could enforce religious unity on Lunenburg. Sure. Sure. Let's do that. And Lunenburg, you are now Catholic. Baden wants to marry. Yeah, that checks out. Why you gotta vote for Bohemia, man? Wait, why? Why you gotta vote for Bohemia? What have they ever done for you? Don't answer that. You know, there's no penalty to declining, so I just am. I would like to prove our legitimacy at some point. Just kind of keep that trending upward, basically. Right, let's improve with Lunenburg. I have no allies. Alright, yeah. Story checks out. Boy, people are really pissed about this whole enforced religious unity thing, aren't they? Opinion map mode. Who hates me? Negative 72. Okay, alright. I feel like they're not particularly friendly. Trier. Switzerland. Memmingen. Plus 21. We're starting to get to the point where maybe possibly. Right, Nuremberg is an issue. Augsburg. Alright, let's improve with Memmingen. Which is also a free city. That's a pain. Alright. I mean, I guess it is what it is, though. I am. There we go. Let's move you folks somewhere where you're not suffering attrition, because I'm not dumb. I'm demonstrably not dumb. Irrespective of what evidence shows. You just didn't waste any time whatsoever with this institution, did you? Like, it could start in 1600. January 1st. Just boom, there it is. Why? Why? Okay, for one, France, why do you keep paying off Genoa's debt? Two, Genoa, why do you keep building up debt? One of you figure something out. Alright, well, we're still quite a ways away from new tech, right? Yeah, 9. 9 is a large number of years. Alright, I'm going to need to burn some of these points. Is the thing. 60. 55? Sure. I recognize there's some autonomy there, but still. Pest at 69. 49. Sure. I call. There we go. Really, we're taking attrition there too. It was 32, spelling was 30. Oh, right, because it's winter. Because it's winter. 24 to 11. This will hold not that many folks. Take one of them. Actually, send them down that way. Ought to more or less take care of all of that. All right. Switzerland. We are maxed out on relations. Or at least on improved relations, still at -5. Could send them a gift, right? Yeah, I could send them a gift. Alright. Well, since I can, let's do. Not a huge boost, but it'll get us over the hump. Alright, so Memmingen we're improving with, Trier we're improving with. I could improve with Lüneburg. 91 Brandenburg. Yeah. Silesia. I mean, let's go around and sort of improve with folks we haven't improved with, just so at some point we can presumably... Ah, cool. Tolerant. Tolerant of heathens and heretics. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so at some point in the future, we can do more religious unity stuff in the Empire. Anyway, folks, for now, I think what we're going to do is take a break. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode where, yeah, probably more waiting for manpower to recover, because that's going to take a while. Anyway, see you then.